Sleek, smart and silently collecting data. Tesla driver Jermaine Muller is no stranger to the realities of owning a modern car.
It's just common practice now that your data is going to be collected.
Which prompted the 29-year-old to take action.
I've just 3D printed a little slider to block out the actual camera that faces the cabin because I'm trying to minimise the risks around that.
But it's not just the camera watching. A consumer report looking at the privacy policies of Australia's top 10 car brands has found 7 are collecting and sharing driver information with third parties. From how fast you drive, to where you go, and even what you do and say.
For the average consumer who doesn't necessarily read through an entire privacy policy, there's a lot in there that raises concern.
Toyota collects vehicle locations and information about a driver's behaviour, like how much they accelerate, brake or corner. Kia and Hyundai collect voice recognition data and sell it to AI training company Credence, while Tesla goes further, capturing video and images from a camera inside the vehicle.
In some cases, they're sharing it with partner organisations like Kia and Hyundai, but in other cases, they're not even telling us who they're sharing it with. Often they're just saying we share it with, say, service providers for functionality purposes.
The Insurance Council of Australia says it's not aware any of its members are using driver behaviour data to assess risk or set premiums. The peak body for car manufacturers, the Federal Chamber of Automotive Industries, says its members collect consumer data in line with the law and use it to improve safety and navigation features. Drivers can opt out from having their data collected through the settings menu in their car or through the vehicle's app. But some experts say that's not enough.
Government has a role to be setting the guidelines and the guardrails associated with what data can be collected, used, on-sold, manipulated by the companies that we deal with. And then we've got to ask ourselves strategically about critical technologies, including vehicles, about not just where they're manufactured, but actually where they're controlled from.
In September, the United States hit the brakes on Chinese-made cars and moved to ban them over fears the Chinese government could spy on drivers or even control cars. There are calls for Australia to follow suit.
The amount of technology that is controlled by China, that is inside our community, has grown explosively and will rue the day for inaction.
The Home Affairs Department says the government is monitoring the developments in the US to understand the implications of any regulation. While the consumer group wants tougher privacy laws, others like Jermaine say buyers just need to read the fine print.
Everyone has to be aware of what's happening when you get into these agreements. The same goes for, the computers, the phones you use.
As cars get smarter, privacy becomes the price of progress.